And for the final installment of my Evolution series, we are talking about content. Not only the content that's being created and conceived by everyone here in attendance, but also the content provided by the NAB as this business continues to evolve.
Broadcasting is an indispensable technology, particularly as to video. It's one-to-many architecture, free and local. It's priceless and is a very central part of the life of what it means to be an American citizen, to be well informed, to be entertained, and to be protected with emergency information. And the NAB show sort of brings all of that together.
NAB has shifted, has tried to concentrate its programming to satisfy the needs of content creators, specifically below-the-line crew who need to learn how to use the tools that are on the NAB show floor properly, and would like to hear about how other filmmakers have maximized those tools.
But the sessions, when I get a chance to, that's something that has really been enriched tremendously over the last few years by NAB, and they're extremely valuable. I've been lucky enough to moderate a few of them. I don't always have the time to go to them, but they're very valuable.
When I first started going to the show, there was 1 or 2 tracks maybe of educational material. Now there's probably a dozen, and the scope of those tracks is remarkable as well. There is really no place else that I'm aware of where one can come and get the kind of updating educational information and just general give one the ability to keep up with what's going on, the state of the art, and where things are going, other than the NAB show. And that's why it's tremendously valuable to be here every year.
So now you've seen what the NAB has to offer. Let's take a look at the content the folks right here on the floor are creating.
There's different kinds of notions of content, but it's actual creative content. How you acquire that from a news perspective, remote production, remote capture, then you have to edit that sometimes right on the site, sometimes you backhaul it to a central facility and do post-production there. It's also beyond just news from the broadcast kind of perspective and other kinds of content like scripted content, films, advertising content, commercials, so really anything that uses the digital video platform from cinema to 30-second spots. It's here.
Well, you know, in the more recent years, a lot of the focus of the show, you know, has been around the importance of content and actually the interchange between and interplay between technology and content. You know, and they both really are, you know, one end of the spectrum, or you know, 2 ends of the spectrum, and each driving, you know, one another. So, you know, technology has had huge impacts on the kind of content that we now have available to us as consumers, and vice versa. The content itself and the stories that are being told and how they're being told are impacting how technology is evolving to adapt to that.
User-generated content, the equipment that's being recorded and captured on, all of those things are new pieces of what the show is. And one of the great things over the years, again, is that the show has continued to evolve to reflect those changes, that growth, innovation, and we're able to attract great minds and great folks to be on panels and be speakers so that those attendees really get a lot out of the conference.
If you have a nice story to tell, you want to tell it, and you find the right people who help you to do so. If these people here who work on the show are with me, it's because I want to speak or I have to speak. But they are part of this content I produce in the moment I speak to them. So we all stick together, behind the camera, in front of the camera, we all produce the content. And I only can speak to you because we are sticking together as a community in the technical area, in the mental area, in the international area, and even, let's say, in the area we still don't know today what's going to be the future.
So the NAB show has truly evolved right along with our industry. Throughout this series, we have taken a look at the great 90-year history of the NAB show. We have also looked at the convergence of industries and technologies at this annual event. We have met with the community, all of the people and faces you will see here as they've grown and changed over the years. And finally, taken a close look at the content from attendees to that which the NAB provides. And you can bet the NAB show will continue to evolve as our business grows in the future. at the 2013 NAB show in Las Vegas. I'm Stacy Cohan.